This writing task is called Another World. Look carefully at the picture that I'm going to share with you because we'll be using it for our writing today. Jackson had been following the trail for several hours. Hood drawn up over his head to protect him from the savage wind, he continued to trudge along. The only sounds Jackson could hear were the crunch of his feet as they penetrated the layer of snow underneath him and the faint, disconcerting hum that came from the orb in front. The key to it all, he was sure, lay in the object he held carefully in his frozen hands. The boy wasn't quite sure how he would use it, but he hoped that its purpose would reveal itself when he reached his destination. Get a piece of paper and a pencil so you can jot down your thoughts with these questions. What has caused the trail in the snow that Jackson is following? What might the orb in the sky be? Why is Jackson following it? What does he have in his hands and why might it be important? Why is the noise coming from the orb disconcerting? What is Jackson's destination? What will happen when he reaches it? Time for our sentence challenge. Onomatopoeia is when we're describing the sound that something makes by using the word that makes that sound. So fizz, pop, bang, whoosh, crash. All of these words sound like the sound that they make. Think back to our picture. What sounds could be there? This looks like a setting where there could be lots of strong wind blowing. My sentence is whoosh. The forceful wind blew around Jackson's face. So my onomatopoeia word comes at the start of the sentence. Now it's your turn. Think of a word that describes a sound from the picture and put that word at the start of your sentence, then finish the rest of the sentence off. Now for 6 sentences, some sentences that we can help to get better by adding more description for the reader. My sentence is, Jackson felt afraid. This is a simple sentence and tells the reader exactly how Jackson is feeling. But now we're going to see whether we can show how he's feeling. So, I've thought about what people look like when they're afraid. Shivering, shaking, biting their fingernails, hiding behind their hands, peeking from between their fingers, hiding in a corner. All of these are ways that I can show how Jackson is feeling rather than using the word afraid. Why don't you try and think of different ways to describe how Jackson might be feeling? Now for your writing challenges, where you can use the skills that we've been practicing. There are 2 writing challenges to choose from. Option 1. Can you draw what Jackson is holding in his hands? Write some sentences with it to say why this is important for Jackson. Option 2. Write a description of the setting, where Jackson is. Remember to include some onomatopoeia for the sounds in that setting.